Hey there again, guys. This is Mitch Daviott coming at you with the first video in this weight loss series. Um, I first want to kind of give a disclaimer, okay, before I even get started talking about anything having to do with this weight loss journey. What I'm telling you is not necessarily the same experience that you will have, um, but I also believe in education and putting information out there in case if someone needs some kind of reference or something to go on, or they are uneducated about what to do and where to go and all of those things. And I have been in many situations like that, and I always made the wrong decision or didn't find the right doctor, and it took a long time trying to get where I am today. So, you know, I want to help all that I can. Okay. So today we're going to talk about the very first, you know, actions and things that you must do um, in order to get even considered, or if you're thinking about having any type of weight loss surgery, bariatric surgery. It is so important that you know where to begin. Okay. So I feel like that the first thing that you should do is that with your primary care physician, discuss with them that you are interested in weight loss surgery, bariatric surgery. Um, that is, and don't ever feel obligated to do something like that. If you're going to have weight loss surgery, it needs to be because you want it, not because someone else is forcing you to do it, or that they're not happy with the person that you are. If um, if they don't love you for who you are right now, then they're not going to love you any better skinnier. Okay. And that's just a philosophy that I've been living with. I mean, if you think differently, that's fine. Okay. But I'm just saying, I mean, think about your life in general. If you spent your whole life as a large person, okay, then you don't want people in your life that didn't appreciate you at this point. See what I'm saying? You don't need that negativity, okay? Even if it's someone that you're in a relationship with, if they don't appreciate you the way that you are, and they keep constantly raining on you about how fat you are, well, don't do the weight loss surgery just because they make you feel uncomfortable with yourself. That means maybe you need to reassess your relationship and move on to someone that does appreciate you and support you. Okay? So I'm going to first say, first and foremost, having had said that, that one of the most important things in this whole process is having a good support system. Okay? That means friends, family, um, your loved ones, your spouse, all those people. You need that support, that internal support, because it will help you. It will not only help you in your down times, it'll help keep you motivated. It will help you get through it no matter what, because they will help encourage you to be the best version that you choose to be. Okay? So, anyway, back on track. So the way that I began was that I did go to my primary care physician. I had just recently gotten a new one, and because I'd been having some trouble finding a very good uh, primary care physician that really listened to what I was saying and really paid attention, did very detailed testing and all these others, just to make sure that I'm getting the right kind of care that I should be getting. And that was amazing. So that was the first start, was discussing with her. She told me, she said that if I felt like that I was having some intestinal issues too, or anything, because I had been complaining of having a knot in my side and um, around in my intestinal area, and thought that it was important for me to um, try to find someone that could help me. So she referred me to Gastro, Arkansas. Of course, I live in the state of Arkansas, so I'm not necessarily saying that you need to come to Gastro, Arkansas in Arkansas, especially if you're not from there, but find you a gastroenterologist, someone that deals with gastric problems of any type. Okay, so that would be the very first thing that I would suggest that you do. Okay, hang on just a second. My computer is being really silly. Um, but anyway, so when I did that, he did a series of tests, blood tests, urine tests, did ultrasounds, CT scans, and then eventually had me come in for a colonoscopy. Upon going in for the colonoscopy, um, he told me that he felt like that I may have one or two polyps or something like that, and that we hoped that they were benign. So go in. I did have three small polyps and one large polyp. Um, so it was, see what I'm saying? You don't really know what's going on with your body, but I mean, if you're already concerned about your weight, and then you're experiencing intestinal problems or anything like that, it's so good because you have, it's kind of like a stepping stone. It's giving you a lead off into where you want to go, is what I'm saying. So he went in there, removed three small polyps, couldn't get them out, referred me to another specialist out of UAMS in Little Rock, Arkansas, to Dr. Therian. Dr. Therian discovered that I had a long, flat polyp in my large intestines. It had to be surgically removed. So there was that. And that's a whole nother situation we will not even get into. I just want to say that through both doctors, I was able to find out information about the Bariatric and Metabolic Institute at the Arkansas Heart Hospital. Okay, which I thought was such a great thing because I've been to the Arkansas Heart Hospital before with a Dr. Rollifson. Um, the care there is absolutely wonderful. You could not find a better place that is more compassionate than that place right there. Okay, so having, you know, gone and to Bruce Johnson, Dr. Bruce Johnson at Gastro, Arkansas, upon the end of everything being taken care of and stuff, I asked him, I said, what do you think about um, bariatric or weight loss surgery? And he looked at me and he said, well, considering all of your health problems, I would say that that is a great idea. And I'm like, well, okay, I'm cool with that. And he goes, as a matter of fact, he says, I have an excellent doctor that I think that would be great for you. Okay, and so he hands me this brochure right here. Okay, and I know that it's backwards to you, but it says the first step to a new you, and you can see down here it says BMI. It's a play on words, because we're constantly worried about our BMI in accordance to our weight. What should our BMI be, and all this other stuff, when it comes to weight loss surgery. But anyway, but it stands for the Bariatric and Metabolic Institute at the Arkansas Heart Hospital. Okay, so him having referred me, so to speak, was one of the first things. Okay, so I take the brochure home, and upon opening it, I kind of feel a little overwhelmed. I'm so sorry about the flashlight. Okay, it's okay if it went off. It was a little too bright in my eyes. Anyway, hope y'all can still see me all right. Anyway, but it proceeds to tell you about permanent weight loss. And it says that for many obese individuals who have tried and tried again to lose weight, it always seems to come back and increase over time. Tell me how many of you don't feel exactly that same way all the time. You tried every weight loss program and process that you could possibly think of, and no matter what you do, it either never comes off or you may lose some, and before you know it, it's right back on you again like you didn't do any of the work. And so you feel defeated, and then you don't want to continue to do it. Okay? It says permanent weight loss through diet and exercise is very difficult, if not impossible. So, you see what I'm saying? For some people out there, especially for my husband, but especially, his weight loss process is working fine for him. He's doing it the regular way, and he's lost 70 pounds. I I'd love to lose 70 pounds, okay? But my body won't allow me to do that. So I had to figure out another way. So it says weight loss surgery combined with changes in behavior and lifestyle offers a way to lose weight and keep it off, all while restoring your health during the process. So it's saying that this option will not only help improve your health, but it will get you that weight loss that you desire so much. Okay? And it's not something that, as long as you follow their guidelines, you don't have to worry about it coming back. Okay? It's going to stay off. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Here's the we're going to give some statistics now. Okay? It says 93 million Americans are affected by the obesity epidemic. It is associated with a higher rate of multiple medical conditions. And tell me that as a big person, if you're watching this, that you don't deal with some, if not all, of these problems. Cancer, diabetes, reflux, heart disease, high blood pressure, sleep apnea, have had a stroke, arthritis, infertility. There are usually three factors that play a role in causing obesity. It's genetics, behavior, and environment. Okay? Because think about it. Genetics. They say that the majority of your family members are overweight. Well, then you're overweight because most people in your family are overweight. Okay? But let me also say this too. Just because everybody in your family is overweight doesn't mean that when you do this process that it's not going to come off. It will, as long as you follow what the doctor tells you to do. Okay? The other thing is behavior. Behavior meaning that a big part of this process is the mental. Okay? You got to get out of your head. You gotta stop letting your mental cravings and the things that you do up here. You've got to stop letting it control your appetite and the way that you feel, especially if you deal with depression or anything along those lines that's behavioral oriented. Okay? A lot of times, even I will admit I do that. I feed, when I'm having down times or today's not a great day. I do that. I use food, okay? And I'm sure a lot of you out there do exactly the same thing. And, I don't think any of us want that, we want to be able to enjoy life a different way, to find our joys in something else besides food. Okay, but most of the time we're depressed because we're so big that we can't do like everybody else does. So we feed our faces even more because that's one of those comforts and it makes us forget. Okay, you gotta get away from that. Okay, you gotta get that out of your head and stop worrying about what other people think of you or what other people are doing. Worry about what you're doing. Okay, worry about what works for you. Okay. The last thing being the environment is that we are constantly berated with advertisements for fattening yet delicious food. Okay. And sometimes you just have to turn the TV off. Sometimes you just got to walk out of a room when there's an ad on. Sometimes you have to learn to look at it and say no. Okay. But that requires still that mental process and lots of discipline. Lots of discipline on your part, okay? Because understand and don't be misconceived. This is not an easy process. This is not an easy road. It's going to be long, it's going to be hard, but if I believe that if you want something bad enough, we are all capable of achieving it. Okay? If you want it bad enough, you will put in the work. Okay? And it will work for you. Okay. So, it's also telling you the expected weight loss post surgery can range anywhere from 50 to 85% of excess weight. So, a good way to calculate how much the average individual might lose is that if you think, for instance, that you need to lose at least 100 pounds, okay, but you weigh almost 300, if not right at 300, okay, because of what it's saying, 100 pounds is actually doable with this surgery. Okay, I currently weigh 285 pounds. Okay, that is not the biggest I was. Okay, because I have been struggling for months now. Pardon my hair. My God, this looks like trash. Anyway, me and my over obsession with my purple hair. Anyway, so what I'm saying to you is that my biggest weight was 322 pounds. And I thought I was never going to come down from there. And through process of stress and other things in my life, I made it down to 290. I think it was like 298, 297, something like that. And my husband was losing weight last year, and I tried to pick up his habits, and I ended up getting down into the 280s. But I will get into this later. But I have just maintained. I have stayed in this stagnant state in the 280s, and it's just like because of all of my health problems, I can't get past this hump. I can't. No matter what I do, I try and try and try, and I just can't get past the hump. So I want this surgery, and I am hoping that if you're watching this and considering getting surgery, that you don't let other people's scares scare you, is what I'm saying. Okay? I believe that if you're thoroughly educated about something, okay, and you're not just going into it blindly, that you are really thoroughly educated about something, that you know what you're getting yourself into, and it's a clear either yes or no answer. Okay, you either want it or you don't. Okay, so furthermore into the book, okay, I will tell you that when I got this brochure, I felt very overwhelmed because I watched my ex-wife go through her gastric bypass surgery, but that was also 11 years ago. As of this year, she's 11 years post-op, okay? And things have changed with bariatric surgery now. Before, certain insurances didn't pay for a laparoscopic procedure to do any type of weight loss surgery. They actually cut you open to do the surgery, okay? And she still has her cut line scar. But now insurance allows people to get the laparoscopic version, because they know how important it is to a person's health. Okay, and it may prevent you from spending so much money on your medications. Okay, so they don't want all this money that they're having to spend. Um, they want it to stop. So that's why they do that. Okay, so let's see. Then let's talk about this here. Okay, this, if I can get it real still, that is Dr. Samuel Bledsoe. This is the doctor that will be doing the procedure, that has been with me since day one. Um, I I really like Dr. Bledsoe. He is such a compassionate, wonderful man. Um, I want to read this to you real quick. Okay, I think this is so cool too. Um, but I'm not going to overdo it. I'm just going to try to read it as fast as I possibly can. See, I'm already at 20 minutes, so this may be a fairly long video. I can't help it. Okay, so it says, having grown up in Rogers, Arkansas, and receiving his doctorate of medicine from UAMS, Dr. Bledsoe has returned to his Arkansas roots to lead the Bariatric and Metabolic Institute at Arkansas Heart Hospital. He completed his residency at the Baptist Health System in Birmingham, Alabama, and completed additional training in bariatric surgery at the University of Alabama in Birmingham. Before joining Arkansas Heart Hospital, Dr. Bledsoe served as the medical doctor for bariatric surgery at Christus Cabrini Medical Center in Alexandria, Louisiana. I used to live in Louisiana. See, things keep tying us together. Where he completed more than 1,000 successful bariatric surgeries. He served in several other leadership positions at his hospital, including the section chief of surgery and the medical executive committee. He has also authored many journal articles and book chapters in the field of bariatric and laparoscopic surgery. Dr. Bledsoe is a board certified general and bariatric surgeon. He is a fellow of the American Society for Metabolic and Bariatric Surgery and a fellow of the American College of Surgeons. He holds an additional membership in the Southeastern Surgical Society and the Society of American Gastrointestinal and Endoscopic Surgeons. Wow, that was a mouthful. Anyway, what it doesn't say on here is his compassion, his love for what he does, his love for his patients, and the fact that he treats you with so much respect and wants not only the best experience for you, but wants you to succeed. He works his butt off to help you succeed. Okay, so then next after that was learning that I used to think that there was only two different surgeries. Okay, I actually thought that there was only the gastric bypass surgery, and I thought that there was the lap band surgery. I thought that that's all there was. Okay, well, one of them is not on here, but I actually found out that there are 4 different weight loss surgeries that are available out there. One of them that is not on the brochure here before I lift it up and show you, because there's no picture, okay, is where they use a balloon. They say that this is the absolute most dangerous weight loss surgery out there. It could cause so many complications, and a lot of people don't see any results at all, okay? The next one up from that, of course, is the lap band surgery. I will show it to you right here. Okay, this is known as the lap band. So you can see here that the band goes around the top of the stomach. It's actually got a pump on it down here where the doctor can use to squeeze it tighter in order to make the section there smaller, and it's supposed to help you, I guess, you can't take in as much food and so on and so forth, and it's whatever. But he says that if you come in and you ask for the lap band, he will try to talk to you out of it because he has not seen very many good results out of the lap band as he has the other two I'm fixing to talk about. So the next one after that is the gastric sleeve. Okay, and you can see here that this portion here with intestines still attached would be all your stomach is. This here is cut away. They leave it there in case if you need a reversal. Okay, they actually do not take it out of the body because that's actually a health risk. What if you need that part back? And they need to open you back up, but they can't get a donor stomach to come in. You know, yours works for your body, so that's why they leave it in there. And of course, it doesn't do anything. It's not going to cause you any harm or complications or anything like that. The only thing about the gastric sleeve that is really difficult, okay, is the fact that if you have acid reflux, which is one of the things that he says, is that with the gastric sleeve, your acid reflux will get even worse because it has less area. Okay, it takes no time and it's up in your mouth, and it's, I mean, it's hurt a lot of people, he said. Okay, the other thing too is that because it's long and thin, it has the opportunity to expand again. So you may end up with not as strong of results as you would with the last one I'm fixing to mention, which is the one that I currently want and have been told so far that I will be getting. So the last one is known as the gastric bypass. It's this one here. Okay, you can actually see that there is a small pouch here that has been cut away from the major stomach. The intestines has been rerouted to the small pouch. The big stomach is still attached to the rest of the intestines because down here is the gastric juices that help digest your food. So they leave that there. So your food goes into your pouch. Okay, it will then follow into this this intestine here, and then this part where the gastric juices is goes down here, but never goes back up into your pouch again, but comes down here where the food is and helps it digest out of the body like it's supposed to. So with the pouch being so tiny up here, you can, I think that the biggest pouch I've ever heard of was up to 4 ounces. That's when you are fully healed, all swelling's gone down, you're completely out of the liquid diet. That's when it becomes 4 ounces. But at the very beginning, it can only hold about 2 ounces total, which is huge because if that's all that you can intake and all you're drinking is water, what's going to happen to your body? Your body's going to start to burn off fat because it can't take anything else and you're feeling full. So that's the idea behind it. Okay, so I've talked to you about the different types of surgery. So now what I wanted to share with you was the very first step that you need to do now that you've gotten your brochure and you've read over all the things in your brochure. Okay, on the middle page up here it says, how do I become a patient? Okay, so step one. Step one is the most important thing to do because unless you do this step, he will not see you as a patient. This is a definite requirement, and I'm going to explain to you why it's important after I read you the step one. Step one says, view our online seminar at bmi.arheart.com from the comfort of your home at any time, or register to attend an informational weight loss seminar in person with our surgeon. All times and locations can be found online. Okay, So the reason why that this is so important is remember when I was talking earlier in the video and I said that if you're thoroughly educated about something, then you can't be um, persuaded another way, okay, by someone else's fear that is uneducated, okay, um, about your decision to have the surgery. Now, I mean, just because you're going to a seminar doesn't mean that this is a stake in the ground saying, well, because you attended the seminar, you now have to go get that surgery, okay? It just gives you the chance to go in, listen in the seminar, ask all the questions that you would love to ask, okay? Um, and have that one on one time with the doctor um, that will help you decide whether or not this is for you. Also, too, you have to understand that they have to figure out if uh, they are right for you. Okay, it's not just you make a decision, they also have to make the decision too. So, in the process of them entering this seminar, they give you a sheet of paper, and on the sheet of paper, it has your. Let me see if I can find it real quick, okay? But it has like your set up weight. Yeah, here it is. Your weight in accordance to your height. Okay, this is a BMI chart. Okay, and they want you to be in the green. Okay, this would be healthy weight. Right here is in the green. So in accordance to your height, okay, let's see, accordance to my height. So I'm 5'6". So my highest normal weight or BMI could be 24, 26, right there, okay? But because I'm 5'6" and I'm severely overweight, okay, so I'm going to look again. I see that I'm 5'6", but I'm going to come way over here to the 280, 290 range. It's way over here. I'm going to follow it down to right here. And it says my BMI is 45 to 47. Okay? So this basically means that I am in what is known as the extremely obese department of BMI. Well, because of that, I am a candidate for surgery. Okay, so then they give you this piece of paper and they want you to write down your information. It means like your name, you got to put your address, your name, your like insurance that you would have, an email address to contact you, and what other health problems do you currently have. And then they definitely want you to know, they want to know what is your reasoning for getting the surgery. If there was an A number one goal, what would it be? Why do you want this surgery? Okay. Well, okay. So I get all mine done. I get my insurance down there. And I've had people ask me, say, Mitchell, why do you want this surgery done? You're so good looking just the way that you are. Well, you may feel that way. And I'm not saying that I don't think that I'm not good looking. I'm not narcissistic. I'm very self-deprecating. Trust me. Okay. I say all the time that I'm ugly. I'm fat. I'm ugly. Who would want to be with me anyway? But I'm married. My husband loves me. Thinks I'm sexy. That's fine. He would love me just the way that I am. I mean, he even said to me earlier, was like, what are you going to look like 100 pounds lighter? I can't even fathom what that would look like. Okay. And I would love to see what you're going to look like I think that would be so encouraging to see that. And I said, I know it would be for me too. I think it would actually motivate me and make me feel good. But I can't, no matter how hard I try, I can't find an app out there that will show me that. But that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. But the thing is that when I severely thought about what was it that really made me want this surgery, was that I have so many health problems. one of which is spinal stenosis, which, if you don't know what that is, go look it up. I have had cervical spine surgery, but it was only a preventative surgery to keep me from being paralyzed. And I have so many other nerve, bone, and muscle problems that this weight contributes to my bodily pain that I feel every single day of my life. And I'm not saying I want to go run marathons. And I'm certainly not going to be able to climb mountains and do hiking like I used to love to do. But I just want to feel healthier. Okay? I want to not have as much pain as I've been having. And I know that the thinner that I get, it won't hurt so bad. So that's what I'm saying. Okay? So, um, after the seminar, what happens next is that you've given them your insurance information, and hang on just one second. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But so anyway, you've given them your insurance information, and then from there, they're going to do the work that they can to figure out whether or not you qualify for the surgery with your insurance, if there's going to be a deductible or anything like that. Okay, so in my next video will be a discussion about insurance and their requirements and all those things. I hope that you enjoyed this information. I hope that hopefully it's helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate, give me a thumbs up, and also hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload new videos. So this is Mitch Daviott signing out, and I hope that y'all have a great, wonderful, blessed day. Bye.